Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. A very good morning to all the viewers. I am Hero Dadia. One company that is in focus is Ashok Leyland on the back of a order win in the defense segment worth 800 odd crores. In fact, the sector has been in focus as well because if you see the defense related companies from a Premier Explosives to a Zen Technologies, all of them have been shooting up. In fact, we also spoke to the management of Premier Explosives yesterday, which clearly indicated the kind of growth path that we see from here on. Let's speak to the management of Ashok Leyland to understand their business strategy, taking into consideration the 800 crore order win that has come in. Joining us on the show is Amandeep Singh, President at the Defense Business of Ashok Leyland. Good morning, Amandeep, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
Firstly, congratulations on the order win. My first question would then come to you is if you could help us understand more details in terms of what is the order all about.
Yes, so this is an order that we've got for 800 crores. It comprises of our gun towing 6x6 vehicles, FAT field artillery tractor vehicles 4x4, and also stallion kits. This is more than 2,000 vehicles that we will be supplying over next 12 months time to Ministry of Defense. Yes.
Right. Amandeep, overall, it's an 800 crore order. How much of it will be realized in FY24 itself? And how much of the order will flow into or turn into revenues in FY25 out of this?
So we are targeting to do at least 3/4 of this in this financial year. And as I said, we have to complete this order in 12 months' time. So we are targeting 3/4 of this order. But since there are a lot of inspection and other things involved, so we'll see as we go along. But that's our target. Definitely, we'll deliver all these in next 12 months.
Right. So overall, taking this 800 crores into consideration, what does the defense order book now stand at?
So our order book today, if you take this 800 crores, it would be around 1,200, over 1,200 crores that we have the orders in mobility on land. As you are aware, Ashok Leyland is focused on mobility on land as far as defense is concerned, and we supply all sorts of vehicles to MOD, Indian Army, and other armed forces, starting from 4x4, 6x6, 8x8, going up to 12x12 now.
Right. So overall, if we have to look at the defense segment in FY23, if I'm not mistaken, Ashok Leyland supplied almost 782 CBUs, which is the completely built up units. And this actually reduced the dependency on the VFJ kits as well. From here on, what is the strategy looking like?
So this year we are targeting to touch around 2,000 vehicles, totally CBUs and kits put together, 2,000 vehicles. Yes, that's what we are targeting for this year.
Okay, and clearly, if you have to talk about the business overall, clearly the guidance which you have given during the last investor meet, this seems to be pretty much in tandem with that because the company has been looking at accelerating the defense business, and I think we were looking at almost 3,500 odd crores over the next 3 years. Overall, does this stand, or do you think it could be better taking into consideration the kind of orders that are coming in from the government?
Yeah, it can definitely be better. As I said, we have now a complete range of vehicles which earlier the Indian Army were importing, and under the initiative which Government of India has taken under Atmanirbhar Bharat, all these vehicles were part of the first positive indigenization list. And we have at Ashok Leyland, we have invested in these platforms, and these are now being designed, developed, and manufactured here in India. And we are now looking for more orders and tenders from the Ministry of Defense. And definitely we are prepared. We have the manufacturing capability. We have now built an ecosystem of MSMEs around us who supply the components and aggregates for these vehicles, which are very defense specific vehicles. So we have developed these vehicles for defense and for Ministry of Defense in particular in India. So therefore, yes, we are looking forward to more such orders. And as you rightly said, we have targeted for over 3,500 crores in next 3 years.
Right. So what is the bid pipeline looking like from here on?
So as I said, we already have more than 1,200. Plus, we have also participated in tenders which are over 800 crores, and we hope, because our tender win rate in land mobility has been very good. In fact, as we pointed out earlier, also more than 75%. Our success rate is more than 75%, and that is primarily coming out of the fact that we have been able to localize most of the components and aggregates that go into this vehicle. That makes us very competitive because this is all a tender-based business, and we have been winning these tenders and also supplying vehicles in time. And as you are aware, Ashok Leyland has been supplying vehicles to Indian Army over the last 3 decades. We've supplied more than 70,000 vehicles. Our Stallion, which is the old warhorse for Indian Army, and has been so successful in so many operations. And we do have the experience of not only delivering but also providing the support, aftermarket support for these vehicles. So that makes us in a very good position to get these tenders.
Right. And what would be the margin profile of this order as compared to the other orders?
So as this is a competitive tender game, I'm sorry I won't be able to share with you the margins for this tender.
Okay. And very lastly, if you have to look at the defense business overall from here on, clearly, the proportion of defense business is also increasing. And that is something which was actually helping the company in terms of reducing the cyclicality, right? So where do we see that mix actually moving?
So as you very rightly said, we look this segment as a very growing segment because of the push by the government of India to indigenize most of these vehicles which were earlier imported. That gives us a big opportunity. That's one. Second, defense business is also a business which gives us so much pride, right? We serving our country, contributing to the security of our nation. I think that also adds to the charm that we have in this business. And yes, it's a very a non-cyclical business which gives you, once you get into it and your vehicles are accepted by the army and trial clear and they become in-service vehicle, you do get provided you are competitive, you do get a continuous stream of business, and that's the the advantage of being in this sector.
Right. And my last question coming to you is there a need for any capex in the business from here on? And if yes, how are we going to fund the capex?
Yeah, so we have been, as I said, we have been investing regularly. It's not only this year, because all these platforms, as I mentioned, have been developed specifically for armed forces and specifically for defense needs. We have been investing. We have been leveraging our existing investments also, which have gone into aggregates and other vehicles. But for defense specific, we have been investing, and I think there is no sort of any issue there regarding the investment is concerned. We have already invested. We are willing to invest even more, and we are looking forward, as I said, to more business now coming from the Ministry of Defense side.
Right. So that's, that's something which we are looking at as well. Thank you, Amandeep, so much for joining us on the show, and congratulations once more with regards to the order win, and good luck for the coming quarters as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.